welcome.
Now, honestly, I didn't come out because I didn't think they were loud enough. But this last time, they were pretty loud. But I think they can be even louder.
Yeah?
So I'm going to take a sneak peek back there, and I want to hear it again.
One more time?
Yes, please.
All right, guys ready? You sure? All the way from the 619, please welcome Rey Mysterio!
I love it. That's more like it. 619. I love it.
I love it. Ladies and gentlemen, Rey Mysterio is going to take a seat. We will get to your questions, so think of some good ones. We want to interact with you guys as much as possible. Yes.
There you go, Steve.
I wore this neon just for you, Rey.
Thank you.
Just for you.
And that's why I picked out this backpack.
Round of applause for Rey's amazing outfit, by the way. One of those styling superstars in WWE history. First of all, simple question for me. How are you enjoying day 2 of London Film and Comic-Con?
I'm really enjoying it. Ever since I arrived, which was Thursday, it was about, 98 degrees? It was really hot. Now, for me, leaving San Diego, which was about 82 degrees, as soon as I arrived to London and I walked out of the plane, I thought, whoa, this is not like London. It was sunny, too. Wow. But I've been enjoying my days. Thursday, Friday, and today, Saturday. I have one more day. Tomorrow I fly back home, and I get ready for Monday Night Raw.
People brave the heat wave to see you, Mr. Mysterio. Now, before we get to the audience questions, I know there's a cause that's very dear to your heart. So if you could tell all of us about Fight for Autism.
Well, yeah, we just launched our campaign in our fight for autism. It's not just my fight, it's our fight. And we ended up our 2-month period with what we called a Booyaka Bundle. And there was a winner for that, for their donations. What they won was a ticket for him and one for two people, round paid airfare, hotel accommodations, $1,000 per diem to go to a live WWE event. Wow. Now, our campaign for Fight for Autism is just to spread awareness. And I'm learning as we move along. This is something new to me, but it's something that I have passion for. And it's something that a lot of close friends of mine are struggling with relatives or children that are fighting with autism on a day-to-day basis. So we want to be able to help them and everybody around the world that is struggling with Fight for Autism.
Fantastic. And you guys can help in that fight by finding Fight for Autism online and on social media to show your support. Now, obviously, I could talk to Rey Mysterio all day long, but we want to do this as a fan interaction. So we've got some Showmasters crew in the audience with a microphone. So if you've got a question for this wrestling legend, just put your hand up high. We're going to ask that you stand up to ask the question and just speak loudly and clearly so we can hear you.
Now, I just want to say before they go into the questions, I see this as a packed house, and I want to thank each and every one of you for coming out here today and for having the time to sit down and hear me mumble for the next 15 minutes. So, again, thank you very much. I really appreciate it.
Questions over on this side. Put your hands up, please. Got one right here. Thank you, sir.
Hello, I'm Mysterio.
How you doing? What's your name?
Tennant.
How you doing?
Good.
All right.
My question is, if you had a choice to face someone on SmackDown Live at SummerSlam, who would it be?
Who would it be? Right away, I would have to go back and finish off what began, but there was no termination to it, and face Andrade.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it. Another question right here in the front.
Hi there, Ray.
How you doing?
Big fan.
Thank you.
Got to take you back. WrestleMania 22, triple threat match, you, Randy and Kurt Angle, you win your first world title. Obviously, everything that happened last year as well with Eddie and obviously the Royal Rumble. Just tell me what your emotions winning that world title for the first time at the greatest stage of it all. I just want to know how you felt that the whole thing, the whole experience.
I've always said that Eddie's passing, in a way, was a blessing in disguise for me in my career, because our connection before Eddie passed was so tight that fans would see Eddie, and they would ask Eddie, how's Ray? Fans would see me and ask me, Ray, where's Eddie? So there was a very close connection between both of us that when he passed, it hurt a lot, not only to me, but to his family members and to all of you guys, the fans, that you guys, the fans, saw Eddie through me. And that's why I say that his passing was a blessing in disguise for me, because my opportunity to start to come, I win the Royal Rumble, I go to main event WrestleMania, I win the heavyweight title, and everything was happening for a purpose. Even though Eddie was no longer, he didn't have his presence, but Eddie was watching. Eddie was very happy, and Eddie was with me throughout that home match in Chicago, WrestleMania 22. So, again, it hurts not to have him there next to me, but at the same time, I know he's in my heart, he's watching me, guiding me, and at the end of the day, we're enjoying it together.
Great question. Questions on this side here? Front row?
Hi, Mysterio. Out of with 3D Styles who came out in WrestleMania, like Joker and some other costumes I can't remember, what would you say is your favourite?
Say that again?
You know, in WrestleMania, he came out in like movie genre.
Yes. Superheroes?
Yeah, what would you say is your favourite one?
My favorite? I was asked that question yesterday, as a matter of fact. And for some reason, the Joker outfit always stood out the most. Why? Maybe because it was the first time that Rey Mysterio was doing a cosplay using a villain. It always had been the superheroes, the good guys, and for the first time I was using a cosplay of a villain, a true villain, the Joker. So I think I would have to say, without a doubt, when I beat JBL and I wore the Joker outfit.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Super memorable. Thank you. Some questions maybe here in the back a little bit. Hi there. Yeah, that one? Thank you.
Hey, how's it going?
Good.
Any tips and any advice for trainee wrestlers?
My best advice that I would give any up-and-coming wrestler, like I would give my son, this advice is always try to be unique. Always bring something different to the table that has never been seen before, because that can happen. That happened with me. It worked for me. Despite I was 5'4", 170 pounds, my in-ring style was something that shocked the world. They had never seen someone like me before and perform at the level that I was performing. So even though the evolution of wrestling has been from here when I started up to right here, and everybody's doing high-flying maneuvers and what we call is a hybrid wrestling, there's always something that you can bring that's very different and unique that's going to make you stand out.
Nice. Fantastic. We've got a question in the back there. Black shirt. He's been very patiently holding his hand up. Thank you.
Rusev Day. Any superstar, past or present, who would you say would be your dream opponent?
I have two that I would have really loved to have shared the ring with. One is no longer here,
Randy Macho Man Savage. And the other one, I have shared the ring, but he's been a referee in one of my matches, and I really wish I would have had the opportunity to have faced him at least once in my career. It's Bret the Hitman Hart.
Good choices. Got some questions over on this side?
Afternoon, Ray.
How you doing?
A bit of a two-question here. So, are you ever going to win the US title again?
Ooh, but of
and
course.
will you ever face Styles?
Of course, both. Both are yes, without a doubt. Now, I know AJ Styles is the champion right now, so if from now to the point that I go after the title, he's still the champion, I'm going to have to face him. But I am definitely going to get that title back.
Love that tone of confidence. Fantastic. Other
That's
questions?
the only way, right?
Yeah.
That's the only way you succeed in life. When you're confident about what you can do and what you can accomplish. So, without a doubt.
That instills confidence in others, for sure. Got some questions over on this side. Here's one over there. Thank you.
Can I just say, as an autistic kid growing up in this day and age, I really appreciate what you said there. I really appreciate that.
Thank you.
On to my question. Growing up, you'd always been my favourite wrestler. When you were growing up, who was yours?
One of the persons that I just mentioned, I would love watching Randy Macho Man Savage. His promos, his voice would always attract my attention. And I was the type of kids that always said, I wonder if he really speaks like that. I wonder if I ever get a chance to meet him, is he going to say, hey, what's up, Ray? How you doing? And true enough, when I did meet him for the first time, his voice was exactly how I thought it would be. So he was definitely one of my all-time favorites. Yeah, and thank you again for following our campaign. And I hope that it's been of use in any way. But please stay tuned because we have more surprises and more. We're more committed to bringing some knowledge to everybody that is fighting with autism. So thank you.
We have time for one final question. We're going to go to this lady here.
Two more.
Two more? What do you think? Two more. Ray says two more.
Hi.
Hello.
Me and my sister are massive fans. We love you so much.
Thank you.
I just wanted to ask, throughout your career, what's your most memorable match throughout all of your career?
I think you guys. I think I don't know if you've seen this match, but I want to say that most of you might agree with me if you followed my career for the past 30 years. I've been wrestling for 30 years now, so Halloween Havoc, 1997. Yeah. And MGM Grand against Eddie Guerrero, mask versus cruiserweight title. And that match to me is so special because that was the first match that put me on the map on worldwide spectrum. And that's when fans were really talking about me. People that had never seen me wrestle, that would hear my name, who is this Rey Mysterio kid? Somehow they would get an opportunity to look at me on magazines or pictures and eventually end up following my career. So that definitely brought a lot of eyes to my fan base, which I greatly appreciate. So yeah, Halloween Havoc, 1997.
Thank you so much.
That's time for one final question for Rey Mysterio. We have one over here on this side. Hands up. There's one here. Thank you, sir. One and one. Okay, you and who we got?
All right. So I'm just saying, through your great career, you've been many places like Lucha Underground, WWE, stuff like that. would you say that they all brought different things to yourself while learning?
They were both different. What? I'm sorry.
So did you learn different things from different companies? Did that help you growing yourself?
Yeah, most definitely. I had spent 13 years with WWE before I left the first time, and a lot of people ask me, "Why did you leave?" And I'm going to be straight and honest with you guys. I left because my body was very tired. I was exhausted mentally and physically, and I needed a break. When I left, the opportunity to wrestle for Lucha Underground came about. It was a driving distance away. I didn't have to fly every week and leave 4 days a week from my house. So I thought that was a great opportunity for me. It was something new, up and coming, and it was part of one of the best directors that has existed, Robert Rodriguez. It was his network, it was his brand. So I thought it would not hurt, but I did learn a lot. The transition of moving from one big company to an up-and-coming company. And of course, I had the opportunity to do the first pay-per-view with AEW, which was a kickoff. From there, that was literally my last show before I had re-signed with WWE. And I'm truly happy where I'm at now, because after the 13 years that I spent, and then 3 years of wrestling independent and seeing how that life was,